A very good morning to all the dignitaries at the dais and the esteemed members of the audience. I am here absolutely voluntarily and with great pleasure to be associated with this nice event. I would now be introducing Professor Yogesh Singh, who is the chairperson, NCTE. He assumed charge of VC-ship on 8th October 2021. The additional charge of chairperson NCTE on 1/3/2023. To speak a little more about him, he is an academician par excellence, a decisive leader with the courage to dream big and bring change, a beloved educationist who has touched the lives of innumerable number of students as well as his peers. His leadership qualities and administrative acumen endear him to all. He has a proven track record of leading everywhere, and he was associated with one of the very well-known universities, which was Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda, and institutions like Netaji Subhash University of Technology, NSIT, and DTU. With that, I'd request him to please take over the dais. Shri Yogesh Singh, Chairperson, NCTE.
Thank you, Professor Yogesh Singh, for that very perspicacious, insightful speech. सुंदरता और यौवन को परास्त करने की क्षमता शिक्षा में है. What we are looking for is not only dedicated students, but dedicated teachers who are very insightful. It is a pleasure for me now to introduce the next dignitary. Shri Sanjay Kumar IAS, Secretary, DOSCE&L. He is a senior bureaucrat of the Government of India with more than 30 years of experience in the IAS. An IAS officer of the 1990 batch of the Bihar cadre, he has also served as Principal Secretary of Education in Bihar. Earlier, he has served as Secretary, Department of Youth Affairs, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. This national level consultative meet, organized by NCTE, has senior officials of the Ministry of Education, UGC, AICTE, NCERT, and NTA, amongst the special invitees. The Vice Chancellors of Central and State Universities, Directors of IIT, NITs, Principals of RIEs, the Head and Dean of DOE, etc. are all here. Pardon me for any individual I might have missed out. I am an outsider right now. This national level consultative meet for 41 institutions who are to be sensitized to the new approach for effective implementation of the ITEP, the Integrated Teachers Education Program, is what we have to be looking into. Soon we will be having a presentation by the Joint Secretary, Ms. K. Sang Sherpa. I can actually take this opportunity to introduce her because she knows herself, so I need to introduce her to you. When she comes, I'll recap a bit. Ms. Kesang belongs to the IRS of 1995 batch. I belong to the 1997 batch. She has been posted in Mumbai, West Bengal, Delhi, and Pune. She is also of the rank of Commissioner of Income Tax, with 27 years in the income tax, handling corporate and non-corporate matters. She has attended the 58th course and the National Security and Strategic Studies from NDC, New Delhi. She has an MPhil in Strategic and Defense Studies. Currently on deputation to the Ministry of Education as Member Secretary, NCTE, for the past 2.5 years now. There are many achievements which can be lauded and which have been part of her tenure. One of the many remarkable developments in teachers' education have been done in NCTE at this time, such as launching of the 4 years of ITEP, revamping of the curricula related to teachers' education program, virtual inspections, shifting to fully online processing in recognition matters. Further, there has been streamlining of various other public delivery mechanisms. This is a short and hopefully sweet introduction of the officer. We now wait for her to come and address us. Thank you, madam. Having worked with you in the Income Tax Department, we know you leave no stone unturned to get what you want to. So having virtual inspections, having shorter timings, All these are achievements which are absolutely laudable. I would now request the media to please join us for tea outside, since now it becomes an in-house discussion. So I would give a short time to the media to please proceed for tea. I would be inviting Professor K. Ramachandran, Senior Advisor, NIEPA, Chairperson of ITEP Core Committee. He is an eminent educationist. At present, he is working as advisor, India-Africa Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, IAIEPA, National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, NIEPA, New Delhi. During 1990 to 2008, he worked with UNICEF as Senior Education Specialist and Senior Program Coordinator. Prior to this, he was a member of faculty of NCERT from, please note, 1975 to 1990, a long term indeed. He has contributed in preparing many reports on the state of education in India, which include India Education for All, which is exactly what Secretary Sir talked about, towards quality with equity, and teachers in the Indian education system, how we manage teachers' workforce in India. With this, I would request Professor K. Ramachandran to kindly come up on the dais. Well, the beauty of an academic gathering is you get a smattering of humor, you get a gastronomist's delight, where you get to hear about sambar, you get to hear about cakes, and you're explained things in the most beautiful methodology. It's right down to earth, something which we find very different. So thank you so much, Professor Ramachandran, for that very insightful lecture. Not only was it interesting, it kept us on our toes, and we got an insight into your setup, your thought processes, and how you function. So if any questions are there right now, I would wait for them. We start the open house now. Any questions which are to be answered will be addressed by the audience, and Madam Kesang will direct them to whoever is going to be answering them. At this point, I'd like to take leave from you. It's been a pleasure being with such an erudite audience. Hope to be able to see you again. Thank you so much.